That was where I noticed a huge difference. Like, guys, my face just became something else. I'll look into the mirror and I'll be asking, is that you, Susan? What's going on? Guys, I've tried so many products, so many suggestions. People would actually stop me in public and ask me what I'm doing to my face. Hey, have you tried using toothpaste? Have you tried doing this? What are you using? No, that's not effective. You should consider using this. Like, I've heard a lot of expert recommendations on what to do to my face, and it's been a pretty long and stressful journey. Someone actually once told me that she hopes that the acne does not destroy my face, and that's when I knew that this is pretty stressful. You know, I was actually quite agitated and it affected my esteem, to be honest, for the longest time. Today I'm going to be sharing the skincare product that helped with my acne. Obviously, this is a non-sponsored video. Some of these products, or most of these products, can be gotten from a drugstore or even just any online store. So let's get into it. My skin journey has been pretty long, painful and stressful, and so I am actually beyond happy to share with you guys how I got from where I was to where I am right now. So I think the acne struggle really started when I was in the university. When I moved to Canada in 2019, I thought that it was going to get better. The air, the environment would be nice for my skin. And you know how people say the abroad breeze, you know, takes out all the impurities from your skin. I thought that was going to be the case, but alas, that was not the case. It actually got worse when I moved to Canada in 2019. Now I decided to speak to a skincare expert. Shout out to Andrea. She really helped me with the process of, you know, understanding my skin better, my skin type, and knowing the kind of products to use for my skin. So she suggested using a cleanser with salicylic acid, which I was hearing for the first time, and a toner, and then a moisturizer, just as a beginner to get started with this, you know, 3 basic and essential things. So with this information, I started doing some research on my own, trying to understand the kind of products to use, the kind of things that make sense for my skin. First of all, I started with the Neutrogena face wash, and that was where I noticed a huge difference. Like, guys, my face just became something else. I'll look into the mirror and I'll be asking, is that you, Susan? What's going on? I was actually really surprised with the results I was seeing just from using the Neutrogena face wash, and so I decided, you know, to look further into it. Although it was giving me results, like my pimples were drying out, but I began to notice that it was actually quite stripping, so my face would feel really dry after washing it, and this wasn't like supposed to be the expected result from the research I was doing. Your face wash should ideally not strip your face. Like, you should still feel some sort of moisture or hydration. So I then found out about Blue Herbal Cleanser, which is a Kiehl's product. I do not have a pack here because for some reason it's always out of stock whenever I try to purchase it recently. So I started using that, and oh my goodness, that was the holy grail. Like, it was really good. It was really helpful for the acne. Like, I was so surprised at how good this product was. Sometimes when I even would break out, maybe I was stressed or I maybe had like something just happened and I broke out, right? I was so confident in this product that after washing my face, the pimple would literally dry out like within the next day. It was that good, right? So that was one product I started using, and I still use up till now. Now I started using the Huwaiian toner, and this was really good. It helped me clear my dark spots. It also helped with any form of hyperpigmentation that I had on my skin. It was a really good product. However, I noticed a little bit of a sting when using it, which I think is common among a lot of toners. Now, after doing a bit more research on this product, I discovered a video by Dr. V. She's a skin doctor that talks about skin of color, and basically she mentioned that most toners with an ingredient known as witch hazel are not necessarily the best for skin of color because it has like a long-term effect on the skin. And because of this, I unfortunately and sadly stopped using Huwaiian the toner. I think it's called O2 Glow. I'll post a picture of it here. So I switched and started using the Ordinary Glycolic Acid. I think I have it here. So the glycolic acid 7%. As you can see, this bottle is almost empty, so I've been using this product for quite a bit. This is really helpful for brightening the skin and for, you know, doing all the good stuff that toners are supposed to do. And the great thing is that it has no witch hazel and it is fragrance free, and those are kind of the things that I look out for in most of the products that I use. So there is quite a number of things that the glycolic acid from the Ordinary is actually effective at besides just the skin. There are lots of useful benefits of that product, which I'll probably do in a different video. I'll probably do a review of that product, but it's a really good product. Now obviously, after using the glycolic acid from the Ordinary, I inevitably started falling in love with the Ordinary products, and one of the products I started using is the Retinol. So I started to use Retinol, and this is a product by the Ordinary, 0.5% in Squalane. So it's useful for unclogging your pores. It's also pretty useful in exfoliating the skin and increasing collagen production. And I think it's about $8.80 online. You can get this for $8.80. It's a really small bottle, 30 ml bottle, and yeah, it's a good product for your skin. The other products from the Ordinary that I also use are this Niacinimde 10% plus zinc. It's right here. This is a product that I also love a lot. Niacinimide is a form of vitamin B3. It helps skin hydration by preventing the evaporation of moisture from your skin to the environment. It's about $7 online as well. So this is a really good product. And the third one is the hyaluronic acid. The hyaluronic acid. This is also a pretty good product. Yes, so the hyaluronic acid is also really good because it helps hydrate the skin. So I also started to be more conscious of using moisturizers. I typically use this over-the-counter product. It's called Hydroboost. Neutrogena Hydroboost, and it feels so soft, so succulent on the skin. I love the way it feels. It's not heavy, it's fragrance free. Yeah, I really love this product. And also at night I use the Cerave moisturizing cream, and it's a bit more, it's heavier than the Neutrogena moisturizer. This has something known as ceramides, and it's very helpful for the skin barrier as well. And yeah, I think these products have really been like my go-to moisturizers for the past year or two now. Finally, I started to incorporate sunscreen to my routine. So I use this Huwaiian Tropic, I think, sunscreen. It's also really good for the skin. I used to hear about sunscreen prior to now, but I never really cared for it. But from educating myself, I found out that it helps with sunburns, it helps with issues associated with ultraviolet rays, you know, skin issues and things like that. So this is actually really useful. And a lot of people think that you only need to use sunscreen when you're out in the sun, but in fact that's not true. You should actually be using sunscreen when you're indoors, because sun rays have a way of getting into your house. So it's very helpful to prevent issues that come from, you know, being exposed to ultraviolet rays, which you want to be doing. So yeah, sunscreen has helped my skin a lot. I see the difference from when I didn't used to use it and when I now use it. And I think even kids should use sunscreen for their skin, because like at any age you should begin to incorporate sunscreen to your skincare routine. Another reason why I like this product is that it doesn't leave a white cast, which you'll find with many sunscreens. And you know, many sunscreens, by the time you rub them in your skin, they leave this white cast and it's quite uncomfortable. And this also doesn't contain any fragrance. So yeah, I really love this. In general, I try to stay away from products that have fragrance, from products that have witch hazel, like I mentioned earlier, from products that have things like dye, things that don't have like water as the base of the ingredients. Those are the products I try to stay with. So I actually look at the ingredients before I purchase them. And yeah, that's my personal preference based on my research and videos I've seen, people I've spoken to. And these are the products that have helped me, you know, deal with my acne. I must also mention, by the way, that one thing that I also did while I was struggling with acne was that I started, you know, praying about it. I started speaking God's word about my skin, because it became an issue for me, like an issue that really bothered me. And so I started confessing, like I'll go to the mirror and actually speak words to my skin. I took it that seriously. But yeah, it was that personal for me. It was that deep. I actually started speaking God's word to my skin, and you know, I believe that made a difference as well. The routine that I also tried to keep to making sure that I was using the right products on my skin, these really helped my skin move from, you know, a lot of acne to where it is at right now. I'm also trying more products, and I'm giving it some time to see how my skin responds to them. I want you to tell me what product you've been using for your skin, whether it's to, you know, maintain your skin or to deal with acne, whatever that is. Drop it in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.